Hey gang, welcome back to another video. Now, while my technique for making foam look like old stone for tombstones and monuments has been well documented on this channel, one technique that I haven't covered is the look of faux granite. So in this video, I'm going to do just that. So let's get to it. To get started, I grabbed a piece of insulation foam and my base color acrylic paint. I'm using a light beige color, but the colors are completely up to you. Although I definitely check out some reference images of granite to help you determine the right ones for your project. Also, I'm using foam in this video, but this could just as easily be done on any other flat surface. My base layer, because of the color of the foam, needed to be applied twice to prevent the pink from bleeding through it, so you may need more than one coat. Oh, and be sure to get the edges too. Once the entire piece was painted, I set it out in the sun to dry and grabbed some other acrylic paints. For this technique, I was going to need to thin my paints so they could be applied with a spray bottle. So I mixed my paint and water at a 50-50 ratio for this first layer. This would allow a degree of translucence and would help to build depth in the paint job. As always, when I thin my paints, I like to run them through a mesh strainer to prevent any clogs in my spray bottles. A few minutes spent doing this is always worth the effort. With my paint mixed and strained, I added it to my spray bottle and started to apply the paint. I'm spraying from directly above and at a distance of a few feet, which gives the most variation. A quick blast with the hairdryer between layers to help speed up the drying process, and then I could move on to my next color. For the second color, I added a bit of black to the brown that was in my spray bottle and got to spraying. If I had it to do over, I'd start with my darkest speckle color first and apply lighter colors with each consecutive pass. Next up was a medium brown, which I sprayed using my tiny spray bottle to help make smaller speckles. And lastly, a misting of our base beige color to help even everything out, and then I could set it aside to dry. While I waited, I quickly designed a simple epitaph and cut it out on my vinyl cutter before applying it to the foam. If you don't have a vinyl cutter, you could print your epitaph on printer paper and use a bit of removable spray adhesive to hold your design in place. With the stencil set, I grabbed a can of off-white spray paint and lightly dusted over the design until it looked like I had an even layer of paint. I like to do a few passes left to right and then top to bottom to try and prevent it from looking uneven. Because this layer was painted so lightly, it also dries quickly, and I can get to removing the stencil and reveal the design. The last thing to do is give it a gloss sealer, so I grabbed some spray-on Mod Podge and applied a few coats, allowing it to dry in between applications. This should give me a similar look to the shine on real granite and helps to deepen the colors in our granite paint job. And with that, we can call this one done. Granite, much like marble, is one of those techniques that can be done a ton of different ways. But I think after a bit of trial and error, This one's probably the fastest. Well, that's going to do it for this one. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already, but most importantly, go make something.